Hey, what's up, guys? This is Astranox. All right, we got the patch note for the 4th of September. Well, the patch gonna drop on the 5th. There's 4 parts. I don't see part number 2. So let's start with part number 1. And man, that's gonna be a lot of stuff. I'll try to go through that quickly. Okay, I'm excited to announce that the new hero, Roaming Warrior Leo, is here. Also, the side story, Ringar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival, has arrived in addition to Arena Season 3, which brings with it new rewards for our heirs. Don't forget, guys, go buy the Unknown Slate that is on discount. It's 40% cheaper right now. This is the preseason one, just before Season 3 happens. If you didn't buy it yet, try to get it, because you should always buy that thing. Anyways, finally, in addition to the hero balance adjustments and the UI improvements, we have new check-in rewards for our heirs. Check out all the changes in Epic 7 now. So, Roaming Warrior Leo uses an extremely powerful debuff skill, Bomb, which can both stun the enemy and deal a large amount of damage. If you've been playing Summoner's War, you know what bombs are, and they are very powerful if you can actually land them, though. So Roaming Warrior Leo can be found in Moonlight summons, Mystic summons, and in the Covenant summons. So let me play this thing. All right, let's just look at his skills real quick. The dual attack chance, triple S, 2.5%. What's up with this thing? This thing stays there? So you got decrease attack on skill. I mean, he's already in the game. I can make a guide, a review for him, so I will probably do that. I have to cover a lot of the Moonlight 5-star heroes, though, that you might be able to, that you want to choose if you got one of the nerfed ones. So I'm covering that, and I'm giving my thoughts on the whole thing. I have one video that might help you to select which one you want, but I'll try to make another one. Just don't rush into like selecting your next. I mean, using your selector ticket for Moonlight 4-star, 5-star. So I mean, you don't need to worry about crit. It's all about attack for scaling the damage of bombs. But I mean, if you're facing heroes with a bunch of immunity sets, you definitely need a stripper. You need to remove their buff or buffs even. I mean, if you have a hero that only removes one buff on the enemy team, then like, I mean, maybe they're running Fallen Cecilia plus immunity set, so you have 2 buffs to remove. So keep that in mind. Bazaar is going to be crazy after the buff. But I'm not gonna go over all his skills. It's just, I mean, I'll go over this here. So 35% chance decrease attack for 2 turns, and damage dealt increase when the enemy is debuffed. Fire a shock bomb at the enemy with a 80% chance to increase skill cooldown by 1 turn. That's pretty cool. That's like the Wind Bomber. Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, I actually have him, but anyways, in Summoner's War. Attacks all enemies with Raku with 75% chance to plant a bomb for 2 turns. This is actually not with the effect increase, so this is going to be 90% chance after skill ups. It's not even 100% chance, but it's going to hit hard. I mean, if you have a lot of defense on your hero, especially, and you don't have that much HP, then it's going to definitely hurt a lot. Yufine, she's the rate up banner. Side story, Ringar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival. Here's the event. Let's see the rewards. Okay, so there's like story, different weeks. Okay, festival prep, week 2, boisterous festival, and then chaotic after party. Okay, and here are the heroes that you can bring that will be boosted. You can collect Selenite, usual for side Side story. Wait, what? This looks like the automaton tower. Wait, what? Special stage. He's part of the side story? So Kikirat will be there in chapter 1. Mechanical golem hanger. Player may proceed to a higher difficulty level only after clearing the difficulty level that precedes it. So they've been talking about moving the challenges to the side story. But I mean, if it's going to be part of the event, that's really cool. So here are the drop rates. 30% on hard, and hell is 50%. But hell, I mean, must be quite difficult. I mean, Kikirat can be used to bait dark enemies in I mean, Guild Wars or Arena. He's not so bad. You don't see him used really. But he was only available for a limited time. Limited daily stage. So you can only enter that 5 times per day. I mean, it might not be efficient in terms of energy usage though. It's pretty cool that they're adding stuff like this though. I mean, I hope it's efficient. I hope it's something that it's going to be efficient. And that's something like, alright, I got a few minutes to play the game. Let me just like go there and just dump my energy kind of deal. So, 3 mission stage. Wait, 3 missions per stage that can be cleared. Yeah, I mean, first clearance, you get Skystone. That's normal. Region rewards. Okay. Kind of the usual here. Covenant bookmark. 4-star artifact. We'll see it in a second, I think. More Covenant bookmark. Epic Catalyst chest. Ooh, Molagora Go. Very good clear reward for dealing with all the quests. Did I skip something that was pretty cool? It looks, yeah, looks like it. Look, I mean, that's pretty much it. And here, reputation, usual stuff. Gold transmit, maybe? Whoa, that's a massive one. Yeah, gold transmit stone there. We got Blazing Soul, and a bunch of rare catalysts. And actually, you do get Kikirat part of this here. So, yeah, that's very cool. Okay, I'm really liking the way they're implementing this because it was such a massive like amount of energy that you needed to farm him. But I mean, if you do already have him, you don't have to worry about this stuff. But I mean, you're bound to just get extra copies anyways. Exclusive equipment, Yuna. Wait a second. We're gonna be getting exclusive equipment from side stories. That is great, man. Speed 10. Skill 1, 2, and 3. Let's read that up. So skill 1, combat units increased by 1% per target when using homing laser. Okay, I mean, more targets, more combat units. Has a 30% chance each to grant allies increased attack greater for 2 turns when using upgrade. Hey, that's cool. I mean, that's a chance per ally. So it's not like one roll. It's much cooler that way. Nice. Damage dealt increased by 30% when using meteor cannon. Okay, well, you kind of need to build that skill 3. You need to build your focus, from what I remember, on Yuna before you can actually use skill 3. But that skill 2, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. But if you want her to cycle through skills faster, the skill enhancement for skill 1 might be better for you. Okay, so because it's a chance on 2 and 3, yeah. It's not available right away. So here we got, oh, here's the otherworldly machinery. That is the, I believe it's the AoE damage increase for rangers. Artifact Midnight Bloom. Okay, let's go and look at that stuff. Okay, multiple copies. So we're gonna be able to get that thing like 6 copies most likely. So that means you can bring it to plus 30. Very cool. Very cool. Looks like Yuna is gonna see more play with all this stuff. Rengar's Forbidden Text. So here's the otherworldly machinery. Okay, so there it is. So increased damage of attacks that target all enemies by 16%. That's quite massive. That's quite massive. And easy to bring to plus 30. I mean, I not plus 30, but I mean, getting 6 copies should be the goal here. That's usually how it works when they give stuff like that away. But of course, you will have to grind quite a bit. And that's just like a dish, like it just boosts your damage. It just straight up boosts the damage, so that's great. And you can use that on other heroes as well. Any other ranger that has a lot of AoE attacks. I mean, Bellona, Seaside Bellona. It's just that they probably have better artifacts to wear than this one though. Rosa Organa is one of them for Seaside. Okay, so this one, Midnight Bloom, increased critical hit chance of all allies by 16%. Ooh, that is cool. Oh, that's very cool. 16%. That's not so bad. That's a lot of stats right there. That's for the whole team, and this can be anyone can wear it. This needs some calculation being run on that thing. But that's cool. That's cool. Especially the more damage dealers you run on your group. Let's say you have 1 support and 3 damage dealers. Of course, it's going to be more efficient than if you run that with only 2 damage dealer or 1. But also, you have to keep in mind that you have to tweak your stats to really benefit from this as much as possible. So yeah, Yuna's special exchange. If a player has completed the connection requirement and received the 5-star hero Yuna, but use her as material for enhancement, transmission, or promotion, they may, for one time only, exchange 2,500 Selenite to receive Yuna. Hey, nice. Well, if you don't want to go through the grind, which is much easier now to get her, well, you can get her this way. Yeah. And we got a reduction in price here for these things here. I wonder if the Yuna special exchange, like every time there's gonna be an event, if it's gonna I don't think so. Maybe this goes away when this whole side story is over. Yeah, when the Rengar Full Moon Festival is done, it's probably gone. So Arena Season 3 opens. Are we gonna see the gear? So here's the frame. If you did participate in the season number 2, and you're gonna get your all your glory crest converted into conquest points. It's 5 to 1, so I mean it's not so much, but of course the higher your league, the more you will have obtained. Okay, let me try to go through this faster now. The Hall of Fame. Every week, depending on the league ranking, player will be awarded a certain amount of glory crest. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been before. I don't think they changed anything here. That's how it's been. Season points. This is for top 100 season ranking. I wonder if I got into top... Did I reach top 30 on Europe for season? I hope I did it and I got the frame. That'd be cool. But there is one, like even if you rank between 31st to rank 100, there's a frame for that too. I hope I got top 30. Anyways, Arena Story. And there's a new one there, so check it out. It's just a story. There's no cinematic, but I'm sure a lot of you will go check it out, myself included. Okay, item list. Here we go. So the Unknown Slate, you gotta buy that, man. It's a memory imprint on any hero of your choosing. So of course you have to use this on like very rare heroes, limited heroes, or a Moonlight 5-star hero is what I recommend, especially the one that you use often. But remember that the first memory imprint actually has more value than the the ones afterwards. So like the first one's it's like double the value compared to the upgrades afterwards. So what I like to do is, like, if I'm using 3 heroes on my arena defense and I'm using them in other content, I like to just boost their memory imprint 1 each. But it depends. If you spend money and you have multiple copies of the RGB heroes, well, you might want to save that for Moonlight heroes or just limited heroes. So here's the gear. I mean, we don't see the stats just yet. Season 3. At the end of Arena Season 3. Okay, so for 2400 Glory Crest. Here's the gear. Okay, attack set again. Now let's look at the substats. This looks very similar to how it was before. Wait, that's Season 2. What? The type and value for substats for each equipment are fixed. Yeah, but I mean, they just forgot to change S2 to S3. It looks like it's gonna be the same gear. That's the same ring. The weapon, they all had like effect resistance. Yeah, that is exactly the same. There's speed on the helm, right? Yep, that's the same. It's just the rolls are low. That's the problem with this set, and there's effectiveness. Effect resistance on every piece. So if you want to use that for PvE, it will depend on your rolls. Wait, what? The cost has changed? I think it's a typo. They just didn't change S2 to S3. It might be the exact same gear, but S3, so you might be able to just buy another set, I guess. So here's the balance adjustment. I did go over that before, and I mean, what's happening is that the combat units on ML Araminta, on the passive, instead of being 30%, it's 20%. And there might be some changes with the skill enhancement, but I don't think so. The red part is what got changed. The cooldown on S3 increased by 1, and then it only applies 2 burns instead of 3. So that was a pretty heavy nerf there. ML Bell and Season got hit like really hard because skill 2 now it can only dispel 1 buff off of the enemy instead of 2. So like I said, like you got a Fallen Cecilia and immunity set on the enemy team, then like you're gambling there. Like if you're trying to get immunity off, you might be removing barrier instead, so that's quite annoying to deal with. And that's just one example. So yeah, because during the battle that's going to be way less powerful. And then you got the constant combat units increase every time an enemy goes. It got nerfed from a maximum of 25% combat units to 20% per turn. But this is not with skill ups. Now it's 10%, then you add skill ups, and it's wait a second, something's odd here. Effect chant, there it is, combat units 7. So yeah, 20% instead of 25. And also the cooldown got increased because I mean, yeah, so many times I got overlapped by ML Bell. If you don't have as much speed as them, especially, I mean, their ML Bell, he's just gonna overlap. And I mean, Etka Scepter, just get his skill cooldown reduced. It's ridiculous. Anyways, Arbiter Vildred, he's losing this increased attack when he dies and comes back to life. Still very powerful. Okay, so let's move on to the other part. Is part 2 here now? Maybe it's not. Sometimes it only shows up in game maintenance. Oh, there it is. Part 2. Let's go over this. Okay, Crimson Armen. We know the nerf. The crit damage goes from 30% reduction to 15%, like the artifact, the 4-star artifact. And the debuff immunity lasts for 2 turns instead of 3. So that's a pretty heavy nerf for Crimson Armen, but it seems like she's still gonna be quite powerful for defense purposes, especially with the main stat, the main stat increase, like the flat value on the gear on the left side. Their main stat is gonna get increased after those changes. Still, like you kind of need as much survival as possible on PvP defense. I think Crimson Armen, she's still quite viable. Of course, not as overpowered as before, but I mean, she's probably not overpowered now. It's just she's still good, so be mindful of that. You can check my video for recommendation, but just throwing that out there on top of what I've been saying. Just don't get rid of her like ASAP, right? Just think about it, and you have time to test her out still, so don't rush into it. A little bit. I mean, this stuff was covered before, so increase combat units by 50% on this skill. I don't want to go over this. I did cover all this stuff before in another video. Bazaar is definitely like, these buffs are crazy, man. Crazy buffs. Bazaar is god tier now. The biggest thing is that you can soul burn, right? And it ignores effect resistance. So no matter how much effect resistance they might have, you will remove their buffs. That is massive. That is massive. And not only that, but you have a chance to apply decrease hit chance and decrease attack for 2 turns on top of the dispel. So that's insane. That's insane. And where is that thing? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, the soul burn is on skill 2. Wait, how did I think? What? The effect of Hurricane has been changed and the soul burn effect has been removed. Wait a second. It's not on this. The dispel of all buffs and making them unable to be buffed for 2 turns before decreasing combat units by 30%. I thought this was the one with the soul burn effect. Oh, okay, maybe I have to go and read through this stuff. Oh, okay. No, he's not god tier if that's the case then. But still, I mean, that's so much going on. That's so much. Maybe I got confused and it was actually the soul burn on skill 2 and not on skill 3. But still, this is still a very, very strong. And also, like, the soul burn is only 10 souls. And, I mean, that's 60%. And then you add the effect chance increase at 75% chance. That's still not 100% chance, but that's a big decrease in offensive power with these 2 debuffs on them, because you are soul burning this. Very, very strong. Yeah, like, you do skill 3 first though. So this is like, it dispels first and then apply the silence effect. Wait, that's not the one. I think skill 2 was dispelling first anyways. The problem was skill 3 was not dispelling and then stunning afterward. It was stunning and then dispelling. So now skill 3 is much more powerful. Aramintha, I mean, she was buffed. But I think like everything's pretty much the way I talked about before. Shield wall, you got the 10% damage reduction like against the whole team when it's on cooldown for shield wall on Armen. Achilles, I mean, she has a big damage reduction against the whole team when the enemy is using AoE attacks. I mean, it's crazy. It's very, very strong, and 30% reduction. You can definitely bring her on offense if you see they have a cleave, and it will definitely help you a lot. And she can help out too with her skill set. You can put her on defense, but they're just gonna attack you with single target damage dealers. So that's the thing. So yeah. So there's some other changes for her. And wait, the silence. Unable to be buffed and the silence, so you can lock down a hero with her as well. Gunther, he like cannot be crit I mean, he like there's a crit resist of 70%. It's not 100, but together with the DN, he can't be. You can't crit him, so that's pretty crazy. But even 75% by itself is interesting. So you can build him as a bruiser and be quite annoying to deal with, and he's got defense down. So it's gonna be interesting. Yuna, there was buffs for her this time. I did cover all this stuff though. Nothing changed since then. To focus on the upgrade instead of it used to be 1, and it got reduced to 4-turn cooldown. That's very cool. That's very cool, especially with her customized skill. Oh yeah, it always lands as a critical hit on skill 3 as well. So some pretty cool buffs for her. Assassin Collie, speed buff on skill 1, and damage was increased as well. It says so here. Yeah, damage increase. Nothing insane, but still, I mean, she was already amazing, and then you got this decreased skill cooldown on S3. What? Okay. So I wonder, Bazaar, man, at this point, I kind of want to check. 1 second. Yeah, here's Bazaar. That's the thing, man. Like, the dispelling was the effect with the soul burn. So I think it's a mistranslation, or maybe they didn't go with it because it was too strong. That's a Tiana and Summoner's War. So powerful. Yeah, I mean, ignoring effect resistance on the dispelling, and it dispels all buffs, all of them. Applies unable to be buffed for 2 turns. And then decrease combat readiness by 30%. That is so powerful. So is it a mistranslation, or did they change their mind because it was going to be too strong? But if it's going to be the way they said it was going to be, well, he still got here. If not, well, that definitely changes things, because it's all about that dispel. Like, you need to land that dispel, and then the unable to be buffed that follows. That's huge as well. As the decreased CR is cherry on the top, you know. Anyways, moving back to the patch notes. All right, this is part 3 now. These are like the buffs. They did talk about them before. I'm not gonna go over them like in too much in detail, because I mean, it's gonna be way too long. We're 27 minutes in already, so gotta move things along here. But yeah, it looks like Purgus is gonna scale off of max HP, which is a nice buff for sure, because he should be built like a tank. Like, I mean, say he can be built like a bruiser with HP now, which is great, and he can definitely be annoying, especially when his thing trigger, and then if he lands some stun on you, definitely annoying to deal with. And also, what is this thing here? Yeah, he's got on final blow chance to stun and scales off of his max HP. And if they have less than 30% HP, oh wait. Before, it just stunned only when they have less than 30%. Now you got 50% chance of stunning no matter what. So that's pretty cool, on top of the HP scaling, which is a massive upgrade. We'll see a lot more play on Purgus. I rarely saw him on defense. And Crozet, he got buffed as well. This thing can activate every 1 turn instead of 2 for the passive. And he got cooldown reduction on skill 3, and also provokes. AoE provokes like Cecilia. It's very cool. Kitty Clarissa, she gets an extra turn on skill 3. So that's huge. That is huge, because you can go S3 into S2 or S3 into S1 to trigger a dual attack. Yeah, we'll see more play out of her, that's for sure. Akates, man, I was not expecting this buff. Oh my god, so good. She's decreasing target skill cooldown by 1 turn with the skill that gives invincibility. And if it's used on her, it's not gonna work though, but still very strong. Especially, I mean, if she's built tanky, right? Most of the time she's gonna be using that on other allies anyways. That's a really nice buff. Kikirat, yeah, there was some buffs for him. I forgot about that. So the spell 1 buff, yeah, 1 debuff, sorry. Oh, okay. And that's the auto fire is skill 1, I believe. Yeah. So I mean, it's just an increase the spell chance. Defense mode has changed, and now that's quite a big defense increase though. And wait a second. And the cooldown on this thing, does everything scale off of defense? Oh my god, I need to build them then. I need to build them because, I mean, for my account number 3, I'm farming Golem like heavily. And that was the plan. I've been farming Golem forever. And yeah, defense. I'm pretty sure I can get some really solid defense gear going. So this thing, the cooldown was reduced. And what else changed on that? That's it. Okay, cooldown reduced, but that's good enough. And he scales off of defense. I have to check his multipliers. But anyways, Justice for All. Here's the artifact that are getting buffed now. The buff lasts for 2 turns instead of 1. Very, very strong. I mean, it's better than before. I can't say it's very, very strong, but it's definitely much better. Violet Talisman now. That's the thing. It doesn't. Oh yeah. Wait, oh my god. So the evasion chance is 10% as well as the attack. It didn't say so in the hero balance notes though before. So it's attack and evasion 3% per turn, and it stacks 10 times before. Now it's 3 times and it's 10% each. That's very good. Now Violet Talisman, you could wear that on Violet now. You could wear that on him. It's just that, yeah, it's preferable to have Cartuja. The problem in PvP is that you want Moonlight Dreamblade because you get it instantly. Because turn 1 is going to be a massive deciding factor, like if you're going to live. Because you need to get that passive skill 2 going. So this will see way more play in PvE for sure. PvP, that's a different story. Not too sure on that, but still, I think a few players will be using that on PvP as well. So Noble Oath, I mean, it was you got really tanky as your HP decreased before, but now it's double the power. So that's a massive buff there. Alexa's Basket, greater attack buff now, and it happens at the start of the turn. That is the the biggest thing, is that it's at the start of the turn instead of at the end. So you know you have it, then you can you could wait until you get it and then pop your ultimate or something like that, you know. But we'll see a lot of Arbor Vildred using that thing. But Moonlight Dreamblade though is very powerful on him. Increase mage stats, so their speed's getting increased. All these heroes, they talked about it before. So let me move on to part number 4. So a lot of information. Okay, Moonlight Hero Recall. So, I mean, ML Araminta, ML Bell, Crimson Armen, and Arbiter Vildred, ML Vildred. They're all getting nerfed. So you can, if you have any of these heroes, Crimson Armen is going to be a 4-star selector ticket, and if you have one of the 5-star ML one, you can select any of the ones that are currently in the game. And Roaming Warrior Leo is there in the 4-star Moonlight Hero Selector. But like I said, think about it for Crimson Armen. Test her out before rushing into swapping her. So there's another confirmation. If you have Memory Imprints, you will be getting Unknown Slate, but maybe it's called differently. So you're getting your XP back and with Penguins. You're getting Phantasma for 5-starring and 6-starring. All the materials that you use, of course, the skill enhancement. So the Memory Imprints, here it is for 5-star. It's going to be Unknown Slate, and for 4-star hero, it's going to be Meteor Shard. Okay, so Unknown Slate can be used on any 5-star hero. Actually, it can be used on 4-star as well, but you should never use that on a 4-star. And the Meteor Shard, that's Memory Imprint for a 4-star. So there you go. Meteor Shard was not in the game before, I believe. This is new. Monthly check-in rewards adjustment. Nice, very nice upgrade on that. So it's gonna be written here exactly how it's gonna be. So on day 14 we got a 4 to 5 star artifact ticket, and on day 21 we got a 4 to 5 star hero ticket. Very exciting stuff. And galaxy bookmarks, 5 of them at day 28. And then out of that, let's go on the picture, we got Molagora twice, we got 2 mystic summons, bunch of charms. I'm not sure about leaves and gold if that was upgrades before, but I think it was underwhelming before. We got 10 covenant bookmarks twice, and what's the thing at day 5? That's 2-star penguin, 1 per element. 2-star penguin. I think that's what we were getting before, unless it was a 1-star penguins. Like, what a joke. But yeah, it's solid, man. Those tickets, 4 to 5 star artifact and hero, definitely OP. It's, by the way, 15% chance to summon a 5-star hero with that ticket. UI improvement: the stage entry screen will be changed to a full screen so that players can view more information. Additionally, a feature that will allow players to change their team name has been added. Nice. Okay, so we can rename our team in this patch. That's a nice quality of life change. Battle entry screen improvement. Improvement has been made to the stage entry screen. It has been divided into choose difficulty, select supporter, and select team to ensure that player can view more information. Whoa. Okay, nice. So that's cool. Like, it's gonna be faster this way. Like less tapping, like less clicking, I guess. Okay, good. Or wait, what? Oh, okay. So when you're pressing on your like select supporter, I guess it's gonna become bigger, or maybe you can make the difficulty into a like it becomes smaller on the left side, gets then support in the middle can become bigger, something of the sort. But I mean, difficulty definitely doesn't need so much space. So, and then this is when you select your team, you can rename your team too. And okay, yeah, more information is being displayed. Change team name. Equipment stat improvement. So here's the main stat on the items on the left side. The flat stats getting increased, like they said it would be. So the attack is increased by 1.67x, defense 2.5x, and HP 2.25x. Wait, the HP was going to be 2x, I believe. So it's going to be 2.25x. I have to go back and make sure if it was 2 or 2.25, but I think it was 2x. That's cool. An issue that caused a damage increase from skill enhanced to not be reflected when Apocalypse Ravi used Soul Burn has been fixed. Okay, good. An issue where damage increase from skill enhanced for Seaside Below skill You're Not Cute wasn't as high as the number listed in the skill enhanced for the skill I'm With My Friends has been fixed. An intermittent issue that caused Seaside Below skill You're Not Cute not to deal damage to stealthed enemies has been fixed. Adjustments have been made so that Furious auto battle AI starts with morale boosts. Okay, so because he was yeah, his AI used skill 2 instead of skill 3. Wait, no, it opened with skill 3 before using skill 2. Now it's gonna use the buff skill before the defense down, it looks like. So that's good, but that's also not so good, because the way it was before, anyways, you were able to just defense down and apply, have a like 100% uptime on it, I believe. So yeah, adjustment have been made to the color of your skill icon so that it matches ice element. Adjustment has been made so that only an enemy being targeted by the skill will appear during the skill animation. An issue that caused Soul's Volcanic Viper to trigger once every turn when triggered by an enemy non-attack skill has been fixed. An issue that caused Sigurd to attack targets that are not in the boss, that are not the boss when using auto battle has been fixed. An issue that caused Captain Ricorous skill Supreme Spear to cause stun before dispelling a buff has been fixed. An issue that caused the effect of Vivian's skill Magic Overcharge to be truncated has been fixed. Improvements has been made to the effect of Violet's skill Butterfly Cut. An issue that caused the effect of Silk's skill Automatic Fire not to be displayed when displayed has been fixed. An issue that caused the Lotus effect not to be to not disappear when a player uses Guardian skill on Luluka's turn has been fixed. Yuna has been changed to an event hero and so cannot be deleted by enhancement or hero Transmission. Okay. Artifact, an issue that caused the text Moonlight Dreamblade to be displayed twice at the start of the battle has been fixed. Arena, we have made improvements to the opponent's defense deck renewal cycle that is displayed in the battle list. The defense deck will now refresh once per... Oh! Wait, what? The defense deck will now refresh once per day and not once per week. It will refresh daily at server reset time. However, at the time of refresh, if there is a cooldown for refresh time at the top right of the list, the opponent's defense deck in the battle list will not refresh. However, at the time of refresh... One second. Okay, I don't fully understand how it worked before, and because I didn't like, I'm not understanding what they mean by refresh of the defense deck. When you set your hero on defense, it just happens automatic, like it's updated live. So I'm not sure if they're talking about like the top 100 players, what kind of defense they have set up, or something like that. Or maybe there was a bug and the defense formation was not being updated, which heroes and stuff like that. And they fixed it. I'm not exactly sure. If you know exactly, let us know in the comment section. Adventure, an issue that caused an error in the story animation of episode 2, chapter 3, free stage has been fixed. Okay, side story, labyrinth, camping line for Kikirat, Hall of Trials. Improvement have been made to the animation displayed when entering the Hall of Trials. An issue that caused Keystone not to be displayed when a player completes the Hall of Trials tutorial has been fixed. An issue that caused the remaining time not to be displayed for the boss that is currently available in the Hall of Trials has been fixed. Automated tower adjustment have been made so that the reward selection box tutorial will be triggered at the result screen of automated tower. An issue that caused the notification to constantly be displayed when you use the automated tower reward box has been fixed. Journal. Okay, I think that's all good. That's way too much information. I'm not gonna go through all that. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Playlists of all sorts: Arena, Guild Wars, Guys, Tips, and How-Tos, and Abyss Force 62+. So check those out if you haven't. And I pretty much went over everything here. So join my Discord server if you want to chat with us. The community is growing there, so come join us and have fun. The link is in the description. Free unequip event. Yeah, every time there's nerfs, a free unequip event happens. But yeah, it's for the weekend, I believe. Yeah, so yeah, that's really it for this one. Thanks again for watching. Good luck with all you do in the game. Peace out for now.